Welcome to She Rises Through It, a podcast for the woman becoming, especially in the messy middle. I'm Sydney Jocelyn, mama, writer, creative, and a woman on the journey of finding herself after far too long following the rules, the roles, and the version of life we're told we're supposed to live. I'm not here to teach from the mountaintop. I'm here in the thick of it, sharing what's helping me rise through the hard parts, the shifts, the setbacks, the quiet breakthroughs. This space is real, raw. We'll talk about the good, the grief, the ugly truths, and the moments of hope that keep pulling us forward. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Please know what I share comes from my lived experience. It's not medical or mental health advice. If you or someone you love is struggling, please reach out to a licensed professional who can truly support you. This is about becoming through it all. You're not behind, you're becoming. Welcome back to She Rises Through It. This is episode 8. This is going to be a short and real quick one today. It's not going to be a deep dive episode because I'm currently taking a little bit of me time with my boys out at a cabin. And it is filling my cup up so much. And life is full right now. Let me tell you, we are talking 2 under 2, nature, doctor's appointments, building all of my dreams, family time, just all of it. There's so much happening. But I didn't want to skip showing up because that's the part of what we talked about last time. That belief only becomes real when you keep showing up, even when life is loud, even when it's not convenient. So consider this episode today your weekly check-in, a pause, a quick moment to ask, am I still doing the inner work I said I wanted to? And in episode 8, did I say this was episode 8 at the beginning? I am so sorry. It's episode 9. I should re-record, shouldn't I? Nah, you guys can see the messy middle and how my brain works, right? Yeah, I'll keep it all for all the giggles out there. My gosh, how did I think this was episode 8? It's episode 9. But in episode 8, we got real about what it actually means to change and to work on that change. We called out some of the bullshit stories that creep in, or at least my bullshit stories, and walked through 5 reflection prompts, the kind that aren't meant to just be answered at once and forgotten. They're meant to come back to over and over again. So I wanted to take a moment and go over them real quick again in case you didn't get them or didn't have a moment to work on them or reflect on them. So first question, what belief keeps showing up that holds me back? What's the truth I want to believe instead? What's one thing I can do this week to regulate my emotions or get grounded? Where am I acting from old patterns? What's my why? What is my why? Think about that. What is your why? And is it strong enough to hold you through discomfort? Big questions like that. I want number 5 to have been a full-on reflection. That is a very strong question. So if you've already journaled those, amazing. Thank you. Amazing. I hope they brought a little bit of clarity to you and gave you a look into a life that you're wanting to start making the change for. And if you haven't journaled those, it's okay. It is not too late. Life happens. And that's the real life part of this entire journey, right? You don't always have time to just sit down, light a candle, light your sage. I lit my sage this morning though, so I'm just saying. But I have not journaled. I did my sage. And fill up 4 pages in a journal. Sometimes it's hard to do that, especially if you're juggling work, juggling kids, appointments, family stuff, or you're just mentally exhausted. So today with that, I want to share a simple new reflection technique that I am also trying this week as well. And it's something we both can do together. So we're all doing it together, even from the middle of a loud house or a full schedule. It is going to be the 1 minute truth drop. And here's how it works. I want you to set a 60-second timer, literally just 1 minute. You can do a lot in 60 seconds, let me tell you. And ask yourself one of those 5 questions from episode 8. They are very, very strong questions. I will have those questions laid out in the show notes so you could easily just grab one. So set a timer for 60 seconds, literally just that 1 minute, and pick one of those questions from episode 8. And I want you to either speak your answer out loud to yourself. Yes, I want you to talk to yourself. It's not weird, but it's weird, let me tell you. It's actually a glorious feeling. At first, when I started talking to myself in the mirror, I thought it was weird, but it's that person talking back to me, my best friend. I am my best friend, right? I have best friends, don't get me wrong, but I am also my best friend. I know myself through and through. So when I'm talking to myself and I see myself talking to myself, it is like that friend talking to you and you're like, oh, damn it. Damn it. So yeah, speak your answer out loud to yourself or voice note it in your phone. That is a great way to record. Or even just jot down 2 to 3 messy thoughts in your notes app, in your journal. And I don't want you to fix it. That's the beauty of this. You do not need to write a perfect paragraph or have the perfect words. You just need to check in. One of these questions, you just need to check in with yourself and drop into that truth for 1 minute. That's it. That's all you have to do. It keeps the intention alive. It brings your awareness back, and it builds the muscle of belief quietly and consistently. It's going to be hard at first. Your 60 seconds may lead into longer, but start asking yourself one question, one of those questions. So I'll ask myself this on camera. So I'm going to ask myself, what are my 5 questions again? Okay. Where am I acting from old patterns? I want to go with that one. For me, I think it's allowing that little person in my head to just continue to speak and speak and speak and not shut up. It's so frustrating and hard for me to have that little person speak and speak and speak because that little person saying, you're not good enough. You have all this stuff that you have to do. You're a mess. You're over explaining everything and nobody understands how you feel and you're just pathetic and worthless and whatever. It's an old pattern and it's a shitty pattern at that. That's why I love my sage. And I'm just trying to make everyone feel comfortable with my decisions instead of just making my dang decisions for myself, right? And I've learned in my human design that I need to work through my emotional wave before I can make a decision. So dealing with that emotional wave that comes through and that old pattern that comes through, like it's really hard. It's really hard. But I say it out loud and I'm saying it out loud right now. And like, I know how to catch myself. I know how to help me catch it. I know how to realize, okay, these thoughts are coming through. What do I need to do? It's my sage. It's my journaling. It's allowing myself to relax. And that's the beauty of being able to work through these questions and work through some old patterns. When you work through a question like this, you start realizing, like, how can I shift when this happens? How can I work through it? And how can I manage my thoughts so I don't spiral and continue to keep going down this rabbit hole? And that's the beautiful part of this work. It's not perfection. It's never going to be perfect. And you're going to continue to learn over and over again. It's going to be hard at first and it's going to suck. And you're going to think, why? Why am I doing something like this? Because it's not helping me. I did it one day. And that's such a terrible way for us to look at goals and dreams, right? We all think, hey, I want it now. I need this now. That is not how it works. Nothing is perfect. It takes hard work and awareness, right? And I'm so sick of society asking the question, well, do you want a career or do you want children? Do you want this or do you want that? How are you going to get to that? Because if you don't put in the hustle, hard work, you're never going to get there. No, that's not true. If you do all of this work slowly, very consciously, thoughtfully, and purposefully, everything's going to fall together. It may take 6 months. It may take 3 years. But that is the beauty of the process. It's not this rush, here I am, here's my goal. It's enjoying life, enjoying the journey, and understanding that our mind and our bodies can do so much. So much. And anything we set intentions to and fully work on, we can do anything. So I don't want to keep going on a tangent because I could go on a tangent. And if anybody knows me and my tangents, starts with one, then it keeps going to another. And I just hope you follow my thought process because that's the beauty of my messy middle. So if you try the 1-minute truth drop, I would love to know how it goes for you. Either tag me on Instagram, DM me, or just voice note it to yourself and move on with your day. You can also go join the collective on my website. Share it there if you want to, or connect with me on there and share it in a message because you're doing the work. I want you to know you truly are doing the work, even when it doesn't feel like much, even when it's just 60 seconds. So I'm going to leave you with this today. You do not have to show up perfectly to grow. Perfection doesn't exist. You just have to keep choosing to come back to yourself, even in the middle of life happening. Life continues to go, right? It does not stop. And hey, if you're listening to this while washing dishes, rocking the baby, or sitting in your car before another appointment, this is proof that you're doing enough. You're showing up. You are showing up. So I want you to know you're not behind. You are becoming. And P.S., if you haven't already checked it out, the soft launch of my new website is live. You can go to my website at www.sydneyjocelyn.com. You can sign up to join the collective, explore what's coming, and get on the email list for all the good stuff, all the goodies that are about to be happening soon. And as always, come find me on Instagram at Sydney Jocelyn. That's where I share the in-between moments, not just the polished ones. And I'll be back soon with a full episode. However, for now, take your 1 minute, ask your one question, and come back to yourself. You've got this, even here, even in the messy middle, and especially right now. Thank you so much for being here. Truly. If something in today's episode stirred something in you, I'd love for you to follow, share it with a friend, or leave a few words in a review. It helps more women find this space. We are just getting started, and next week's episode is already unfolding. I cannot wait to bring you along for it. Our full website and more resources are coming soon, but until then, you can always connect with me on Instagram at Sydney Jocelyn. Until next time, you're not behind, you're becoming.